Going on, folks? Wanted to talk to you real quick today while I take this walk. And I wanted to get right to the point, be brief about a few things, because at this point, I want you guys to understand that your understanding of what truth really is really the thing that's going to deliver you in this whole thing, is what I'm trying to say. I've been thinking about this yesterday. I was thinking about this the day before. And, you know, the Lord shows me so much. And I tell you guys these things, but I'm warning you and I'm showing you these examples, right? And I get that, you know, you're living in a space in your consciousness where you think that this is going to continue, and you're not even understanding or realizing or recognizing why there is wrath. So in time of destruction, you pray for safety for yourselves, even though you haven't clamored for the very salvation, right? For that very life that the Lord gives you, that he connects to you on, that this is a new day, a new vibration. A polar shift from your technical understanding means that shit is going to change for the better. It's going to change some things, folks. You understand? When Mama Earth sweeps out, and she's doing it right now, she's going to take you off the landscape. She's going to remove your landscapes because you have coveted yourselves, right? And imagine yourselves as owners of a plane and not even understanding that you are literally not even in control of your very suits, folks. And that's why I gave you that example in the last video. Wasn't about trying to prove anything or anything, because I'm beyond that foolishness. I'm warning, right? Why would I not warn one in a time of such great peril when I know that there are people that can be saved? But mostly for me, I realize that the majority of people who are causing this foolishness, they have to go, right? And it will only take, hey, great one, it would only take the Lord's hand to do this, folks, because these people are narcissists. They have armies, right? They have all types of access and control that they have already gotten you on a mental level. They hold guns to your head on physical levels, even if they're invisible, right? But you feel the full might of the impact of their hand every day. But their very hands are being supported by the heavens, folks. The heavens are doing duty. The very air you breathe, and I keep saying that because that is the number one thing. That is your life. Who gives you the breath in your body, folks? Everything. The Lord is all, folks. Spend a lot of time with him this past week and sit back and watch developments, and there are more to come, because see, I told you in that last situation about all the calamitous stuff that was going to happen, and you folks watched it take place. But I also said that if you were spared, that the Lord did so, right? That if you weren't harmed, that it was the Lord's will for you not to be harmed. Just go back and look at what I was saying. And you saw, what, maybe 50 tornadoes touch down last week, right? Out of nowhere, and do certain things anomalous, and you can check and look into the reports to confirm this. And you know this yourself. Some of you may have survived through this, but who protected you, folks? See, that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. I'm dealing with the muscle, the hands who did it, and the hands who can protect you, right? Now, it's his will if they're going to protect you or not. The very ground you stand on that you see collapse every day around the world society. That's why I told y'all to look around the whole world. Y'all saw shit popping off everywhere. Y'all saw the volcanoes, who are very beautiful, by the way. Very, very beautiful, right? Could prove anything I'm saying to you. If I were at the volcano, I wouldn't be afraid of the volcano. And that's the level that the best of you will reach for this new day. It's going to be a small select few of you. There has to be all types of trials and for you to reach this, because the thing that's going to help you reach it, like I started out with saying, is what's inside of you, right? It is your faith, your ability to appreciate God, to understand that he would deliver you and not man. Man is a fucking fool. Man is the cause of his own calamity, and you are the calamity. Right? You support it, and you're part of the mechanism that moves it in various ways, right? So when you talk about getting back to something, and I talk to you about what that was, that means that you have no understanding because I'll walk up here. You have no technical understanding of what you have done in this lifetime and what you're doing because you've been born into this, and this is all you know, right? And it's evil, right? So in time of warning, the best of you will heed the message and will realize. See, that's your blessing. That's why I said it's just like a lottery ticket, folks. It's literally like this on this level, right? You're seeing things happen and there's nothing you can do about it, no matter who the fuck you think you are. That's part of your egos, how you listen, how you reason, you know? Any example that you get is not about boasting or bragging or something, because every day I am waiting for the day when this is all over. This is a society that allows starving children, for example. This is a society that has a caste system of foolishness where people are treated terribly. In many ways, are treated unfairly, are always disserviced. You know, people that look kind of like me, right? Because I'm walking in this society and I've had my experiences. I've told you about many of them, right? And they were all senseless. They were foolish. And you know that, right? But you're dealing with people that aren't on Mama Earth. You're dealing with people that have mental problems, folks. The psychology of it. And what is that really? See, that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. That's why, you know, I took it away from certain things, you know, from dealing with certain things. At this point in the game now, I deal in a certain way. And I'll get up here, fam. I stopped doing narcissist videos because I realized this was about demonic energy. Once I got on the level where I am literally being mentored by the great sun himself, folks. Literally. Mama Earth herself, the very ground that I stand on, the moon, the beautiful moon goddess. Family, folks, the universe, the stars, folks. I am blessed. I am joyously blessed. Would not trade this for your bullshit monies and gold. And I've learned all of these lessons, right? And I understand all of these lessons. The Lord has showed me so many things this week that are personal to me that make me know that I need to continue on this journey. And these are some profound things that he's shown me. I could prove anything to you, but like I said, this is not about trying to win you over on any level. I'm just warning the best of you, and the best of you will heed. And if you're strong enough and intelligent enough, you'll get the message one way or another. You'll heed what I'm saying. See, it's not about trying to save everyone when they're fucking fools, folks. When you vibrate in lower consciousness, you have to go when it's time to clean out something. You're the bacteria in the bowl that needs to be cleaned out, but you don't even understand that, right? So, you know, yeah, I saw that video footage and everybody was talking about it, and I like the premise of it, right? You know, the footage about the guy on the show, I think the Roland show or something, the young guy, put him in his place on a politics level about social politics and doing things for the community and all this stuff like that. And was doing it actively, right? And on a technical premise of third dimensional, and you'll get where I'm going with this. The way y'all move and shake, okay, that's a stride. And I appreciate looking at that and him showing you the difference between the government system and people trying to fight back. But what I'm trying to explain to you is this. If you are to realize that this guy Roland is a puppet of the system and that they control everything, anything on their platform is staged. Because then I thought about a couple of videos back, somewhere I was looking at something and it came across and I saw this thing on crisis actors, and it was fucking insanity, folks. You literally saw people acting out. There was something like, you know, like these situations where people get shot and stuff. There was like these mass shootings. There was like a woman or something, or a man, or different actors, and they were at the scene and they got interviewed and they were crying and saying certain things. Then several years later, in another incident, they were the same people doing the same footage. I mean, it looked like the same footage, what I'm saying. Same people doing the same types of shit, crying and doing this and that. And one would think, if this is all real tragedy, what would be the point of doing it? Isn't that insanity? If you have any arm of government or any force that's doing something like that, isn't that fucking crazy? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And in reality, what you guys don't understand because you haven't really grabbed this. In real reality, these are the people who are leading you. Everything you see in your face is really who they are. See, something's wrong with you mechanically, technically up here where you're not connecting to reality. And you want to get back to something that's foolish, that God disapproves of, because you don't respect God. And that is the bigger thing. Do you not get what I'm saying? Wrath. Why would there be wrath? Read it in your fucking doctrines that you had for thousands of years, as you enslaved people for thousands of years with the doctrines, right? Had been cruel to these people, had not reasoned your own hearts the whole fucking time. Let's not even make it about what you did. Let's just make it about you yourselves. Have you looked in your hearts? Fuck no, because you're still living in this day with starving children in a caste system, right? And I know because I've experienced many things, but then when you come to find out that I'm related to the damn ground you stand on, the very earth that you live on that gives you air and water and all of these things, is literally related to me, folks. Right? It's literally family to me. And I love her very much. Honor fam. Honor fam. Love them very much, folks. And they are the muscle, right? But you really have to understand that they do it because they're doing duty. And this is time of wrath. And when I say wrath, we're talking about reckoning. We're talking about reset. Really what that is. Because for the Lord, this is nothing to do. And you're seeing this. I heard the weather guy report today about some anomalous thing that was happening, because it's going to happen this week too. And how it's just incredible. These are over 100-mile-per-hour winds and all of this stuff. I've told you guys about this. And I remember when I told you back a couple of videos, some of you probably scoffed and laughed and this guy's talking foolish. And as you watch it take place, because I know the winds, folks. You understand? That's not important. I'm not bragging to you. I could care less. I could prove it to you and could care less if you believe me or not. Because I want to see your ass swept out by those very winds who are sweeping your ass out as we speak, folks. Right? Remember, you're the ones under the tornado watch, right? Now, I told you to pay specific attention to the areas that these things were going to strike at, that the heavens were going to bring, right? The great wind, the great winds. They were going to bring these things to certain areas, right? And I spoke to you about these things. And did you take notice to the areas in particular? I think y'all coined it Dixie Alley. Now, why do they call that Dixie, quote-unquote, alley? Because they're coveting that thing, that place, that area. Whatever these areas are, they're coveting, right? This is Dixie. What is Dixie? What has Dixie represented? A caste system, right? Foolishness, right? So just to show you that when you spit on people or look down on people that look like me, then if you live in those areas, the heavens will spit and look down on you. You see, and that is fair. If you say that isn't fair, I want you to stop for a minute with your narcissistic bullshit and just step in and look at what I'm saying for a minute. You live in a world that has done this for thousands of years because people that look like me suffer, and I have suffered up to this present moment in many different ways. Don't really care because I know the greater day is coming, but I'm making a point. So I have seen this for myself, that you have lived in and enjoyed in your ego and foolishness, right? Things like Dixie Alley shed a lot of blood. Places like Dixie Alley, quote unquote, in these areas have done a lot of evil and misdeeds that you have benefited from in present day. So when the Lord, who is Mama Earth, because this is the ground you stand on, she doesn't have to be kind to you because she's going to be kind to me. Do y'all not get what I'm saying? So as you laugh at what I'm saying, remember, you're the one in the tornado watch, and you're the one taking cover underground who is my mama. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? We can take this, we can keep going with this. We can go on and on with this, right? Because you're not understanding truth. You're not understanding reality, folks. You know? You know? Feels good to be able to get out here, you know, when it's decent and everything. And I understand that things have to happen, right? For the better. The best of you are waiting for the destruction, because you know that the only way that we're going to get back to the best of times is when we get rid of all of these demoniacs, folks. Period. I'm not trying to reason with anything you're saying, because you're fools and you have never seen the heavens at all. Do not know the greater things that will occur in the future. If the best of you hold on and have faith in the Lord himself, the creator, the source creator of the universe. His name is Vishnu, folks. We're not